Hello, welcome back to the channel. My name is Robbie. Thank you for joining me for this practice. As you can see here in my beautiful home of Fuerteventura, it's morning time, but this practice is perfect for any time of the day, really, bar maybe the evening, late evening when you're trying to wind down. This will be a fairly dynamic practice and will take some time to do a little bit of longer holds at the end. I really find that builds a sense of resilience and stability in the body. Otherwise, the majority of it will be what we could call a flow. And yeah, just to say before we start, we'll spend a little bit of time warming up the wrists and mobilizing the wrists. Now, if I'm being extra cautious and extra particular, I would say that you need to spend a little more time mobilizing and focusing on your wrists in particular for a yoga practice. But that is a different topic for a different day. For the sake of this morning, we will do a little bit of warm up, okay? But yeah, always just reminding students, keep your wrists healthy and mobile. Okay, so we're going to start in a wide-legged child's pose. Knees nice and wide, big toes touching. Set your hips back towards your heels, doesn't matter if they don't touch. Let your hands walk forward, elbows, forearms lifted. Chin is gliding towards your upper chest. Forehead may be resting on the earth. Close down the eyes. Pay attention to your breath. Moving in and out through the nose. And allow your diaphragm and your belly to be involved with the movement of your breath. Means that when you inhale, you feel your belly expanding between the space of the upper thighs. Maybe your lower ribs spread out across your thighs. With each exhale, just feel the contraction as the belly pushes the breath up and out softly. So just a few more like this, maybe finding a rhythm. You can breathe in for the count of 3 or 4 and out for the count of 3 or 4. But essentially, you're just creating this sense of equanimity in the nervous system before you begin to move. So it's important we set the right conditions as a foundation to build upon. One more long breath here. Beautiful. From here, we'll spread our fingers and lift up. Torso off the thighs, tuck your toes, come up into your first downward facing dog. I'm going to cycle the legs here a little bit in this first downward dog. Moving into the backs of your calves and your hamstrings. Don't lock the elbows too much here, a little bend in the elbows. Beautiful, let's come down onto the knees. Neutral tabletop position, so your hands are in line, your wrists are in line with your shoulders. And then you can walk your knees 1 or 2 inches forward here. Keep your toes tucked. Spread your fingers, grip the earth. You want to feel like your knuckles are pressing down and your fingertips and the heels of the hands, these 3 points. Your spine is in a neutral position, and then drop your hips back towards your heels. As you come forward now, keep your elbows locked out. Your shoulders will come over your fingertips as far as you feel comfortable and really, really press down into the fingertips. You should see the blood draining so that the tips of the fingers become white. Rock back again, hips to your heels, and then come forward as far as you feel safe. Again, don't bend the elbows. Good. Start to find a little bit of momentum here coming forward and back. Focusing here on mobilizing and strengthening the wrists. Observe that as you come forward, perhaps more weight comes into one side of the hand more. So again, always trying to be conscious that you press down evenly through all 5 knuckles of each hand, all 4 fingertips and thumbs. Beautiful. And then we'll bring this into circular rotations, so you can go clockwise to begin. Now, it's important here that you don't just wiggle the hips from side to side. You want to maintain the emphasis on the upper body. So I like to imagine that I'm drawing a circle around the perimeter of both hands with my chest. And then just reverse that motion anti-clockwise. You might feel like your knees are getting mobilized here a little bit too. You can hear the cartilage perhaps. Beautiful. One more time, forward and back then. Back to neutral. Turn your fingertips out to the side. So left fingertips out to left side, right fingertips out to right side. Wrists can come slightly closer together in the center. And then rock your body weight from one hand into the next. So side to side. Beautiful. Really nice. And then let's flip the palms now so that your right fingertips turn into the center and the left fingertips turn into the center and the backs of the hands are down. Again, lengthen through the elbows. Be sensitive here. This might be a little more intense. And again, go from side to side. If this doesn't feel comfortable in the sense that there's pain, you listen to those responses from the body, you honor those responses, and you do that by not doing this movement. You can come back to the previous one. Alternatively, if you're here as well and it feels like there's too much pressure, you could also just lean back a little bit, taking body weight off the hands. But then you'd also have to be careful not to bring too much of the weight to the outside edges of your hands. Okay, beautiful. And then finally, come back to stillness. Be careful as you flip your palms. And then we're going to turn our fingertips back towards our knees. We're going to lean back. Okay, press down through the heels of your hands. Nice deep stretch in the forearms. You're pushing the eyes of the elbows forward towards the top of the mat. Breathe for 3, 2, 1. Let's come back to neutral. Flip the feet. Come to sit on your heels. Interlock your fingers. And we'll gently just roll out the wrists. And pay attention. Maybe you have a little more space in your wrist joints. Squeeze your hands together as you do this. And again, try not to switch off. Just go really fast and floppy. Try to keep it slow, controlled. Go the other way. Okay, beautiful. Let's release our hands down. Spread our fingers. Okay, neutral tabletop position. So find a posterior pelvic tilt. If that's alien to you, just try to recall the sensation of doing the cat. So when you do cat-cow and you make the cat position, your pelvis is now in a posterior pelvic tilt. If I had a dial on the side of my hips and I turn it this way, it means that my tailbone drops towards the back of my knees, my pubic bone presses forward. And then from here, I'm going to step my right foot back, press the back of the right knee to the sky, step my left foot back and arrive into a high plank. Okay, breathe for 3, for 2, push down through the inside edges of your hands for 1. Without moving your hands or your feet, come to a downward dog, bend your knees deeply, lift your hips higher, and take a breath or 2. Beautiful. Now we're working into the mobility of the hips here. So look forward, use your inhale, come forward into a high plank, shoulders over wrists. Keep looking forward as you exhale, downward dog, bend your knees, lift your hips higher. Again, you're looking forward, inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward dog. 3 more times, inhale forward. Exhale to your dog. Inhale, come forward. Exhale to downward dog. Inhale forward. Exhale to dog one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Hold your breath out, look forward, step your right foot through. Maybe left knee comes down. All on the inhale if you can, raise the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands down, stay on your fingertips. Lift your back knee, gaze forward. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, send your hips high and back. Press down to the big toe mound of your right foot. Inhale, bend your right knee, left hand on the center of the mat. Exhale, turn to your twist, right side. Inhale, your right hand comes down, spread your fingers. Exhale, back to your downward facing dog, bend your knees. Inhale, come forward, high plank. This time lower down as you exhale, chaturanga. Push back up to build the upper body strength as you inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog, look forward. Step your left foot through, right knee comes down. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands down. Inhale, lift your back knee. Exhale, straighten your front knee to where you feel comfortable. Inhale, rebend the front knee, right hand on the inside of the foot. Exhale to your left. Inhale, left hand comes down, spread your fingers. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward, high plank. Exhale, come down. Inhale, push back up. Exhale, downward dog. Look forward. Right foot steps through, left knee comes down. Keep your left toes tucked. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands down. Inhale, look forward, lift the chest. Exhale, send the hips high and back. Inhale, rebend your front knee, left hand on the earth. Exhale, turn. Inhale, right hand comes down. Exhale, back to dog. Inhale, come forward. As you exhale to lower down, remember bring the knees first if it gives you more control. Inhale, push back up. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift the hips, look forward, left foot steps through, right knee comes down. Inhale, raise up. Exhale, bring the hands down, stay on the fingertips. Inhale, come up to your lunge, look forward. Exhale, keep looking forward, send your hips high and back. Inhale, rebend your front knee. Exhale, turn to your left. Inhale, left hand comes down, spread your fingers. Exhale, back to your dog. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, come down. This time we'll come to a back bend. Inhale, pull the chest through. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold your breath out. Step your right foot forward. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, bring the arms down. Inhale, lift your back knee, gaze forward. Exhale, pyramid pose. Inhale, rebend your front knee. Exhale, twist to your right side. Inhale, your right hand comes down. Exhale, step it back. Step forward, inhale, high plank. Shoulders over wrists. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Look forward, left foot steps through. Right knee comes down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift your back knee. Exhale, keep looking forward as you send your hips high and back. Inhale, rebend your front knee. Right hand on the inside of the foot. Exhale, turn to your left. Inhale, left hand comes down. Exhale, step it back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look forward, right foot steps through. Left knee comes down, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, pyramid pose. Inhale, rebend the knee. Exhale, turn to your twist. Now hold your twist here. Only gazing to the thumb if it doesn't create pressure on the neck. Take one more breath. Beautiful. Now from this position, just straighten your right knee to where you feel comfortable. You're coming into this revolved Trikonasana. Notice if pressure comes to the outside of your right foot. Really grip the earth with your right big toe. Take one more breath. Draw your lower belly in, turn to the right a little bit more. Beautiful. And let's rebend the front knee. Bring your right hand down. Look forward. On our next inhale, we're stepping our left foot forward, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, fold over your legs. Hands can wrap behind the calves. Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale, bend your knees deeper and deeper. Raise your arms up overhead. Draw your lower belly in. Make a thumbs up with both hands. Roll your thumbs outwards. Punch the fists up to the sky for 3, for 2, and for 1. Follow your breath. Next exhale. Come down into your fold. Step your left foot back. Find your lunge position. And as you inhale, turn to your twist yet again, right side. Beautiful. From here, we're going to drop the back knee. Bend the knee. Take the outside of the foot with your right hand. Take a moment here. Kick your foot into your hand to open your right shoulder. Take one breath here. Direct the breath into the right side of the chest. And then squeeze that heel in. Breathe for 3, for 2, and for 1. Release the foot slowly. Rotate your right hand down. Step it back, downward dog. Spreading your fingers, gripping the earth. Bend your knees, lift your hips. Lower belly should almost be touching upper thighs. Come back to your breathing. Inhale, roll forward, high plank, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Look forward, left foot steps through. Right knee comes down. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead. Exhale, back down to your low lunge, fingertips on the earth. Inhale, lift your back knee for a high lunge. Look forward, lift the chest. Exhale, keep looking forward, send your hips high and back. Inhale, rebend your front knee, right hand inside of the foot. Exhale, turn to your left side. Hold it here. Good. Find stability in the body. Squeeze the left knee in. Push down strongly through the right hand. Think like you're doing a cobra with the upper part of your spine, your thoracic spine. One more breath. Again, from here, straighten your left knee to where you feel comfortable. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Trikonasana. Revolve. Keep drawing your right hip towards the inside of your left foot. Send your left hip back. Take one more breath. Beautiful. Rebend your left knee. Left hand comes down. Look forward. Inhale, step your right foot forward, halfway lift. Chest moves away from your pelvis. Exhale, softly bend your knees, fold over your legs, upper body resting on lower body. Chair pose. Inhale, bend the knees, send the arms up. Draw lower belly in. Neutralize your lower spine. Bring weight into your heels for 3, for 2, and for 1. Follow your breath. Your next exhale, whenever that is, no rush, fold. Step your right foot back on the inhale and turn to your left on the exhalation. Beautiful. You're in your twist for a moment. Drop your right knee down. Bend the back knee. Take the outside of the foot. Now opening the shoulder first. So kick your foot into your hand. Draw that left shoulder back. Beautiful. Squeeze the foot into your buttocks. Make sure your left knee isn't popping out to the side. Squeeze it in. One more breath. Beautiful. Let's release the foot with care, with control. Left hand comes down. Step it back. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. We're going to pause here in our downward dog. Stillness or movement, the choice is yours. It's not up to me to decide what's best for your body. Take one more breath. Good. Now remember that the hands are stable, so open the fingers, grip the earth. Make sure all of the knuckles are pressing down. With your next inhalation, raise your right leg for 3-legged downward dog. Look forward. Exhale, bring your right knee into your right elbow. Push through the hands strongly. Inhale, raise up, three-legged downward dog. Look forward, exhale, bring the knee into the chest. And again, inhale, raise the right leg. Look forward, exhale, knee to left elbow. We're going to hold it here for 3, for 2, for 1. Keep it there. Send your right foot over to the left side, outside of the left foot. Bring your left heel down, all of the weight into your right hand. Turn open to your left, fall in triangle. Work hard to lift your right hip up and away from the earth. Don't put all of the pressure into the hand. Breathe for 3, for 2, and for 1. Beautiful. Send your left hand down. Step it back, downward dog. Take 1 breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Next inhale, lift your left leg. Point the toes to the sky, look forward. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale. Look forward. Exhale, left knee into the chest. Inhale. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Hold it there for 3, for 2, and for 1. Send the left foot over to the right side. Right heel comes down. Turn open to the right side. Fall in triangle. Press down strongly through the outside of your right foot. Lift the left hip. Breathe for 3, for 2, and for 1. Beautiful. Right hand comes down. Step it back, downward dog. Take a breath in. Out through the mouth. Bring both elbows down. Dolphin pose. Walk your feet in 1 or 2 inches. Bend the knees a little. Lift the hips higher. Gaze back to your feet. Holding here for 5 long breaths. For 4. For 3. For 2. For 1. And slowly bend the knees. Come down. Rest in child's pose. Arms either side of your body. Let the shoulders melt. And just noticing the heart rate, its tempo, its rhythm. Recognizing that your whole biological being is in fact a series of rhythms and pulses, moving with the cycles of time, and moving in relationship to its environment. And as you spend a little bit of time in your child's pose, you see that your heart responds to these moments of stillness, starting to slow down, all by its own accord. So let's take 1 more long breath here. Beautiful. We'll lift our torso off our thighs, if that's where we are. Let's turn our feet to one side just so we can find a seated position. Okay, everyone's favorite pose, Navasana. So make sure you have a stable base here. I'm on sand, a little bit tricky. We're going to bring the knees in. Lift your chest up towards your knees, and then lift your feet here. So ideally the ankles in line with the knees. You can turn the toes away from you. Squeeze your knees together, and without rounding your back, perhaps lift the arms. Again, if you wanted to straighten the knees here, that's absolutely fine. But keep rolling your thighs inwards. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Half boat pose. We're going to send the legs long. Lower back is pressed on the earth. All other parts of you are lifted. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, back up, Navasana. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Extend the legs long. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Lift up. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And extend for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Release down. Take a rest here, mini shavasana. We're coming towards the end of the practice. Feel your whole body resting on the earth. Beautiful. And then we'll bend the knees here. Okay, setting up for bridge pose. So second last pose. Touch your middle fingers to your heels without moving your hands in. So if you need to move the hands in, it means that you need to bring your feet a little bit wider. And draw your chin in the direction of your upper chest, just so you feel there's no compression in the back of your neck. This weight is all about the legs, so push down through your feet, find that activation. And then with your next inhale, lift your hips, lift your lower back, lift your middle back. Come on up into your bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana. And maybe interlock the fingers underneath your back, squeezing your shoulder blades together. We're going to be here for about 8 to 10 breaths, a little bit longer. Find your Ujjayi breathing if it's part of your practice. Or perhaps you can count simply a rhythm with your breath. Keep pushing the earth away from you, as if you're trying to straighten your knees. We'll take 3 more breaths here. At the end of your next exhale, just release your hands if they're interlocked. And with care, with control, slowly, slowly, slowly bring your whole body back down into contact with Mother Earth. And then let's cross our right leg over our left leg. So your right knee is stacked over the left knee. Maybe you can hook the right toes behind the left calf and lift and move your hips over to your right side. Arms out either side at shoulder height, palms in line with your wrists, or maybe eagle arms here, palms facing up to the sky, or cactus arms, I should say, sorry. Then we'll bring the knees up into the chest. Follow your breath. Your next exhale, drop your knees over to your left side. Bring your gaze over the right shoulder if that's comfortable. You let the body go here. The weight of your left leg, drawing that right hip into the twist. One more breath. Draw your head back to center first, followed by the knees. Unravel the legs. Move your hips back into the center. Bring your left knee over your right knee. Hook the left toes behind the right calf. Move your hips over to your left side. Inhale, bring the knees up into the chest. Exhale, drop the knees over to your right side. Turn the gaze over your left shoulder. And allow yourself to settle into the pose here. Take one more long breath. Gently turn the neck back to the center, followed by the knees. Unravel the legs. Give yourself a hug here. Rolling on the spine, lifting your forehead up to the knees if that's comfortable. And then let's slowly come to take rest. In Shavasana, arms open wide, palms facing the sky, toes turning away. Completely relaxed. Relax. Relax. Deepen your breath. Interwiggle the fingertips and the toes. Ankles and the wrists rotating. When you're ready, stretching your arms up overhead, interlocking the fingers, legs together. Point the toes away. Enjoy this deep stretch. Keep our right arm overhead, left hand in the abdomen. Bend your left knee and roll onto your right side here for a moment or two. The eyes closed if you can. A little effort here. Push your left hand into the earth. Bring yourself up to a seated position. Take your time. Find this comfortable seat. Sitting up tall. We'll close our practice here, bringing the hands together in front of the chest. Close down the practice chanting Om one time, followed by 3 Shanti, Shanti representing peace. Let's inhale to begin. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bow your head towards your heart. With a few gentle blinks, open the eyes. So from me to you, thank you very much for your time, your energy, and your efforts. And I wish you a beautiful rest of your day ahead. Thank you so much for joining me. Any questions, please feel free to reach out to ask me. Always happy to help. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day.